You'll be good. You'll be good.
Alright, so we're going to cover 1.23 net metering. How do you get credit for the solar you produce? Now, how do you identify net metering makes solar economically viable? How much do you already know about the benefits of solar? Section 123 in your workbook skims through the questions, including the quiz questions at the end. If you can answer all the questions easily with confidence, you'll be able to answer this with confidence.
That ain't right. That's including peanut butter crackers.
How does net metering work? You may not have heard this term, but it's an important mechanism that makes solar financially feasible for customers. So let's have a look at how it works. First, let's review how homeowners are billed for energy they consume. They're billed based on the price per kilowatt hour, kWh. You can determine that by taking the total amount of money, dollars, billed, dividing it by the amount of kilowatt hours, kWh. That is the price per kilowatt. For example, the total electric bill for the month is $192, and the number of kilowatt hours in that amount is 1,600 kilowatt hours. Price per kilowatt, 192 divided by 1,600 equals 0.12 kilowatt hours, 12 cents basically. Net metering is a billing mechanism that credits solar energy system owners for the electricity they added to the grid. For example, if a resident customer has a solar system on their roof, it's likely to be generating more electricity than the home is used during daylight hours. The extra electricity is sold to the utility company, i.e. ComEd here in Illinois and the Midwest, in form of a credit that is used to buy energy from the utility when needed. Customers are only billed for their net energy used. The amount they receive as a credit depends on the net metering condition offered by their utility. So basically, if your system overproduces, which usually some systems do, you'll have a credit on your system from ComEd, West Coast and Nevada, MD Energy, what's the other utilities I can't think of right now, P&G. So you'll have a credit on your bill. So instead of you having to pay a bill, you actually have a credit to say they owe you money. And you can use that on another bill when you are underproducing, or say a certain time you're losing underproducing. What is the grid-tied solar electric system? With the grid-tied electric system, with the grid-tied solar electric system, which is a BAST, majority of the systems that are installed, electricity is only generated during hours when demanded in the lowest. But most of a homeowner's power is needed at night, and that's when there's no sunshine. That's usually when you actually use these credits. A grid-tied system enables the homeowner to seamlessly draw power from the grid when needed. Net metering means that a homeowner is basically using the grid as a big battery. Building credits for the day from excess production from their solar system, pays for the energy needed from the grid at night. When there's less production, homeowner pays the difference between the credits generated during the day, amount of energy used from the grid. Buy and sell rates can differ depending on the utility company or state, local metering policies. Alright, this is a good view right here. Utility meter, solar panels, the inverter, the electric meter, the main panel, the battery panel, which is optional. Some of the companies I've worked with, traditionally you'll have like an LG Powerwall, Tesla Powerwall, Some of them have the EV arm charger for electric cars if you want to do that too. But yeah, can you answer these questions? How does the solar system interact with the grid? What happens to the excess energy produced during daylight hours? What happens at night when your solar system can produce energy? Credits. What do you actually pay the power company for? You got solar system on your house, hopefully nothing they pay you. Alright. I'm gonna just do this because I want to just go ahead and get through this. Net metering in a nutshell. Net metering is critical to the economics of solar energy. It measures the flow of electricity in both directions, how much energy the system draws from the utility and how much is put in. When the solar system is overproducing, the meter actually runs backwards. Those little dials, instead of going clockwise, it goes counterclockwise, resulting in the utility company rewarding credits for surplus of power. These credits can be used to purchase energy from the utility when the solar system isn't able to meet the demand. Now this graph is a good telltale payback. The black line is the solar power produced. Blue is the electricity that's consumed. So you can see the hours, the peak hours between 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. is when the system produces the most. And at noon, high noon, why they call it high noon, the sun is at the high point, it produces the most. That's why it's high yellow, high orange. What do the blue, orange, yellow shades refer to? Intentional excess energy produced by the system, energy consumed from the solar system, energy consumed from the grid. Check your understanding by flipping the cards below. Alright, orange. The intentional excess energy produced by the solar system. So all that orange, that's what that is right there. All the yellow, energy consumed from the solar system. So the consumption is way low, as you can see it, compared to how much is produced. So that's how much credits, graphically, how you produce it, basically. The blue. That's the energy consumed by the grid. So everything that's below this, right there, is basically energy consumed on the grid. Consider if it's a way during the day the utility meter is going backwards, building up credits at night. The home uses the credits prior to being billed for any extra energy they use. Like the video you just saw above, and the generation and consumption of energy and graphic above. Am I missing video? Oh, that's showing it right there. Daytime, producing, nighttime, I think that's it. We're going to go on to the next one because I think because everything here continues. Alright, that's a wrap. Which are true statements about net metering? Anybody want to chime in? Anybody? Which statements are true about net metering? Price per kilowatt is calculated by dividing the dollar amount of the utility bill by. Anybody think that's true?
What's that?
The price per kilowatt is calculated by dividing the dollar